Don't have my camera with me right now. Oh, hello, Samir.
Hello, sir.
How's it going? How's it going, Samir? Hello, Praful. Let's begin the class. We are in Unit 9, and we were reading the text. The two people who are living a high life, living in skyscrapers. Okay. We were reading the text. You cannot see me right now, but I hope soon you will see me because I'm getting my camera and the camera is not in the room right now. Okay. I'm too lazy to go out and get the camera, so I'm waiting for somebody to bring it. And we were reading the text B, Mike Palumbo. Where was he born? He was born in the suburbs of Chicago. Are the suburbs the most expensive area in a city? Answer yes, no questions, guys. Hello, Nikhil. Are the suburbs the most expensive area in a city? Hello? Suburbs means you understand? Yesterday I explained. Did you watch the recording? I shared the recording with you. Listen, I have been telling my students where they are actually making a mistake, why some of my students are not making the progress that they have always wanted. Well, they're not doing enough in one line. They're just not doing enough. If they do a little more than what they're doing right now, the progress will be much, much faster and more impressive. For example, 3 things. Many of my students do nothing after the class. Sometimes when they are under pressure, they do the homework. That too, unwillingly, without really being very interested in what they're doing. So if you are only being present in the class, and not doing anything outside the class for your English, then obviously your growth will be limited. So guys, if you want faster growth, faster improvement, then do something outside the class as well. A couple of things. First of all, make yourself a routine. At this particular time, you will sit down and study. Just like you have a routine to come to the class at a fixed time every day, you need to be studying alone. Self-study is equally important. You don't have to do it for 4 hours. It could be half an hour, 20 minutes, 1 hour, as long as you can afford. It doesn't have to be very long, okay? But you need to have a fixed time. So to sit down and study. Besides that, you need to do some listening. Yesterday, Praful, you were present yesterday. Am I right, Praful?
Yes.
Akhilesh was absent, Samir was absent, Arish was absent, Nikhil was absent. None of you guys watched the recording, I bet. You didn't watch the recording. So, Praful, you answer the question. I'm saying suburbs are the most expensive part of a city.
No.
No, they're not. Okay. The most expensive part are in our town center, the center of the town. Okay, city center. Suburbs are not the most expensive. Suburbs are those areas which are away from the city center. Oh, good, Arish. Okay, Arish got kicked out. Network issue. So Mike Palumbo was born in the suburbs of Chicago. Chicago is a big city, and a very expensive city. There are some really big skyscrapers there. But he wasn't born in the city center. He was born in the suburbs of Chicago. However, when he went to school where in the center of the city, he felt at more home there. He went to school in the center of the city. He went to school in the center of the city. He felt at more home there. I loved it, he says. He was more comfortable in the center of the city. Some people have the personality type, they enjoy living in the center of the city more, and some people stay away from the center of the city. They think it is too fast, too noisy, Now that Praful, I'm saying, Arish, if you could fix your mic problem, I could have a little conversation with you. Arish had been living in Bihar Sharif, and now he's there, in Bengaluru. So where are you in Bengaluru? Are you in the city center, or you are also in the suburbs of Bengaluru? Arish,
No, I'm on the city center, sir.
you are not in the city center.
No, I'm in the city center.
You are in the city center. So do you notice different lifestyle, the way people live here in Bihar Sharif and the way people live in the city center of Bengaluru?
Obviously, sir, the people who are living here are living very luxurious and comfortable life. They don't
Right. Life is fast.
they don't live like us, and
Life
they are
is fast.
living in the skyscrapers, higher
Right.
buildings.
Right. And life is fast. People are more busy there than people in Bihar Sharif. What do you think?
Yes,
Be-
the Bihar Sharif's people uh, are not. I think the bottom and the here's people are living top of their
Okay. People in Bengaluru are living high life, right? And people in Bhashif are living a low life, you're saying. Okay, I understand what you mean. So I want to ask you, which place would you prefer to live? Would you prefer to live in Bengaluru or in your village? Arish, would you prefer to live in your village or in Bengaluru? Which place
because
is?
Biharship is in my point of view. Yes. If you have lots of money, then village, sir, because here is life is
No,
very easy. You
I'm
can't
not
enjoy
talking
really your life.
about. I'm not talking about in general, Arish. I'm not talking
Hmm.
about in general. I'm talking about you in particular. What would you prefer? You will
I
be
would like to
happy.
live.
Hmm.
I would like to live mm, here, sir.
Okay, fine, very good. So similarly, this man, Mike Palumbo, he was born in the suburbs of Chicago, but when he went to school in the center of the city, he felt at more home there. He felt more comfortable there. I loved it, he says. He loved being in the center of the city. He often looked up at the 343-meter John Hancock Tower. He often looked up at. Okay, tell me, you look up at, it's literal, right? You look up like this. Oh my God, 343-meter John Hancock Tower. He looked up at that tower. Wow. He often looked up at that tower. And dreamt of living in a place like that one day. He dreamt, he was a kid, right? He looked up at the building and he often dreamed. Okay, he often dreamed. The word he has dreamed. However, the past form, there are two past forms of the verb dream. One is dreamed and the other is dreamt. Okay, so dreamed of living in a place like that one day. He wanted to live in a place like John Hancock Tower. When Mike Palumbo became a financial trader, okay, a financial trader is a job. If as a language teacher, I only say this much, this should suffice, this should be enough, okay? But the thing is, my students don't feel okay with that. Instead of learning English, the language, they start taking more interest in the the real meaning of the words and what a financial trader is. This happens mainly because they don't know much anyway, not in English. They just don't know much about the word. Financial trader, I'll tell you, the words, explain their meaning. Trader, trade means business, right? Trade means business. So a trader is someone who does business clearly. That's very easy to understand. And he is a financial trader. He does business of finance. What does that mean? A financial trader. You might have heard people who manage mutual funds and these things. You might have heard of mutual funds. You buy mutual funds, you profit from, you benefit from the growth of India and all these things, your money grows. So there are people who are experts on these things, money, share market, which company will do well, which company's share will go down and all these things. So they have studied, finances. So this guy became a financial trader. And these people usually make money, okay? So Mike became a financial trader. He made a lot of money on the money markets. He made a lot of money on the money markets. Money markets means share market here. So sorry, Arish, I'm going to turn on my camera when I get my camera. I don't have my camera with me right now here. Let me try again. Mhm. Okay, give me a second. Let me make a phone call. The weather is nice, guys. Roop, don't have the camera. Ask Ankush to bring the camera quickly. Yeah, wait for a couple of minutes, guys. The weather is nice. It rained quite a bit last night, and the weather has cooled down a little. However, the humidity is, I think, still very much high. Mm, okay. He bought an apartment. He made a lot of money on the money market. So he bought an apartment in a 262-meter skyscraper, if not 343-meter John Hancock. He bought an apartment in a 262-meter skyscraper opposite John Hancock Tower. You can imagine how he must be feeling, okay? The guy, he always thought of living in John Hancock Tower, and now he was living opposite John Hancock Tower in a similar skyscraper. The 8-bedroom apartment is on the 64th floor of Water Tower Place. Now, how many of you will understand that when we read this line, the 8-bedroom apartment, we are talking about Mike Palumbo's apartment? Do you realize it? Camera leke aao beta, jaldi. Do you realize it that we are reading about Mike's apartment? The 8-bedroom apartment is on the 64th floor of Water Tower Place. And do you realize that Mike Palumbo is living in Water Tower Place? How many of you connect the dots here? This is an important question, guys. When you read this part, do you realize that this information is about Mike's apartment? And how do we know that? We are talking about him buying an apartment, and now the sentence starts with the 8-bedroom apartment is on the 64th floor. It means the apartment has 8 bedrooms. And whose apartment has 8 bedrooms? Mike's apartment, and is on the 64th floor of Water Tower Place. His apartment is on the 64th floor, which has 74 floors. So he is also living on one of the higher floors, right? Or one of the highest floors, because there are total 74 floors and he is on the 64th floor. Okay. Mike lives there with his wife Veronica, and they look down on most of the other skyscrapers around. Hmm. You know, for the first time, I noticed a mistake in the book. For the first time, I noticed a mistake in the book. Guys, there is a phrase here. They look down on most of the other skyscrapers around. Okay. Change this on into at. They look down at most of the other skyscrapers around. Not look down on most of the other skyscrapers around. Okay, let me tell you. Come again. I'll
There,
try. Yeah, go on.
there is a preposition mistake, no?
Preposition, yes. You see, when you're learning a new language, you want your source to be flawless. You want your source to be absolutely authentic. Anything you read, you should be able to trust it with your eyes closed. That's what I believe is the right thing to do. And that's why I listen to the BBC to improve my English, to practice my English, because I know whatever I hear there, I don't need to double check. Whatever I hear there has to be right. And I don't need to double check anything that I hear on the BBC. And I have had the same opinion of this book so far. But suddenly I notice a mistake here. They look down on most of the other skyscrapers around. There is a small difference between look down on and look down at. If you look down on someone, then you actually feel that you think that they are not good enough. You have a low opinion of them. You have a low opinion of them. Some Europeans look down on Indians. Some Europeans look down on Indians. It means they have a low opinion of Indians. They think Indians are not good enough. Look down on someone. In India, some people look down on Biharis. Inside India, some people look down on Biharis. So they look down on Biharis means they have a low opinion of Bihar. But when you look down at somebody, you do it in a literal sense. Like look down, he looked down at the book. Like the book was below him. Okay. He looked down at something. When you are in a higher position and you're looking down literally, you're looking down at something or somebody. You're looking down at that thing, not on that thing. So the right preposition here should be they look down at most of the other skyscrapers around. Give me a second. I am going to take this down to discuss it with my native speaker friends from the US and the UK, and I will ask them what they think of this. Text document. And this is doubts. What's the page number?
95.
95. Page 95. Look down on or at. Do you like an honest teacher who who honestly accepts that there is a confusion here about something, or you want a teacher who pretends that he knows everything? Because unfortunately, in India, there are lots of teachers I have come across who are who hate to be honest with their students. They think it is bad for their business to accept honestly that there is a confusion somewhere. They pretend as if they know everything what they're talking about all the time, you know, and
They
they
could be
never.
dangerous.
Yeah, Arish.
They could be dangerous.
Yeah, it can be bad sometimes for the students, because those teachers will sometimes, to save their image, in
Hmm.
that moment, they might share some information with you which may not be authentic.
Yes.
So, and I believe that English is not our mother tongue. So if there are times when I'm talking about myself, when I feel a little confused about something, I should definitely, do more research on that and tell my students that, hey, there is a little confusion here on this point, right? And so far, my students have appreciated this attitude of mine, honest and sincere attitude, because I don't pretend. When I say something I know, and nobody can prove it wrong. And the moment I feel any confusion, I don't try and sound right. I don't pretend. Because for me, the most important thing is my credibility. If I say something is right, then my students should have blind faith in me that if he's saying it is right, it must be right. Otherwise, he would tell me that he's confused, he doesn't know. He knows for sure, that's why he's saying it is okay. So look down on somebody is to have an insulting opinion of them, to have a low opinion of them, to think that they're not as good as you are, right? Some rich people look down upon their poor neighbors. Not all rich people do that, but some rich people look down upon or look down on their poor neighbors. There was this expression, he often looked up at the 343-meter John Hancock Tower. Okay. And this is also literal, very good. There is an expression. Some children, they think of their father as their role model, right? Some children, some boys, some girls, they they think of their fathers as a good person, and they want to be like their father. They want to emulate their father, right? They want to become somebody like their father. Okay, they look up to their father. They look up to their father. That is not look up at. Okay, look up to their father, right? So look up to somebody, look down upon somebody, look down on somebody. Opposite idea. When you have a high opinion of someone, you find them inspiring, you find them better than you and you want to be like them, then you look up to them. The young players who come to the Indian cricket team, they look up to Virat Kohli because he has won a lot of difficult matches for India with his batting, right? He dedicates himself completely to the job he has to serve the Indian cricket. So he's a role model for a lot of young people, a lot of young budding cricketers, those who are going to become cricketers tomorrow. Uh, they look up to him. The budding cricketers look up to him. So look up to him means they think of him as a role model. And look down upon somebody is a different opposite idea. You have a low opinion of them. Okay. Mike lives there with his wife Veronica, and they look down at, change on into at, most of the other skyscrapers around. Mike got job offers from Wall Street in New York. get an offer. How simple? Offer milna, right? Mike got job offers from Wall Street in New York, right? Mike got job offers from Wall Street in New York. Wall Street is capital W, capital S. You shouldn't think of translating it. And if you do not know what Wall Street is, um, India and America have very thriving business, share market. So India's share market is called the place where these things happen. It's called Dalal Street. Dalal Street. It's in Mumbai, I think. Dalal Street. Okay, and there are lots of financial traders there, share market traders. Similarly, in America, there is Wall Street. Wall Street. Okay. So he got job offers from Wall Street in New York. This is like, the ultimate thing. If you are a cricketer, then you want to play for India. You want to play for your country, isn't it? That's the biggest honor for you as a cricketer. You represent your country. If you are a financial trader, I think this is a dream job to work in Wall Street. Yes. And he got job offers from Wall Street in New York, but he never wanted to leave Chicago. He said no to the job offers. Why? Because he didn't want to leave Chicago, but he never wanted to leave Chicago. Students, do you realize that he rejected the job offers? He did not accept them. He refused them. How do we know that? Read the line. Everybody, read from Mike got job offers from Wall Street in New York, but he never wanted to leave Chicago. So what did he do? From this line, it is clear that he rejected. He refused the job offers. I just love this view, he says. I just love this view. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is open the blinds. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is open the blinds. Blinds are like curtains, but not exactly curtains. Curtains are a piece of cloth, right? Blinds are strips, and yes, either vertical or horizontal. You can pull the string, right? And they will open. Understand? So that they are called blinds. Yeah. So the first thing I do is open the blinds and let the sun come in. Everybody understood what the blinds are, or you need more help, maybe Nikhil, Rukhsar? Do you need a little more help with the word blinds?
It's a type of curtain, I think.
They're not curtains, but they do the same kind of job. There you see blinds, images. Okay, so these are strips, and you just, there is a string you pull and then you can see outside. Once you pull and you can't see outside. Look at these blinds. These are closed. Okay, you can't see outside. Okay, take a look here. You can see outside. These blinds are open. Okay, you can see outside. These are blinds. 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 Bamboo blinds. There is a string attached to this, and you pull the string and the blinds can go up. So he opens the blinds, close the blinds, open the blinds, just like open the curtains, close the curtains. Okay. So the first thing I do is open the blinds and let the sun come in. Okay, guys, when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is drink 3-4 glasses of water, warm water with honey that my wife has brought me. Okay. Now you guys tell me, what's the first thing you guys do in the morning? A lot of people, when they wake up in the morning, the first thing they do is go to the washroom. The first thing they do is go to the washroom. Their bladders are full because they do not get up in the night, to go to the washroom. So the bladders are fully loaded. So the moment they wake up, the first thing they do is go to the washroom. Especially a lot of children do that. Now, what about you guys? What do you do the first thing in the morning? Use the same word order, everybody. Answer. Yes, Harish? Yes, Praful? Nikhil? Do you also go to the washroom the first thing?
First thing I the first thing I do
Is
going to washroom, drink bottle of water
the first thing you do
because
is
I drink water because when I woke up I
Harish, you're
feel
not
very
paying attention to the
thirsty.
you're not paying attention to the word order. He did not say I open. The first thing I do is open the blinds,
Oh
right?
yes.
So appreciate the word order.
The first thing I do is drinking water
Drink water.
and going to
First
fresh.
thing I do is drink water.
Yes, drink water and mouth brushing. Mhm.
Nikhil, sentence. I need a sentence, Nikhil. Speak. Speak, Nikhil. And start here. When I wake up in the morning, like this. Okay? Is your mic working, Nikhil?
No. Yes, yes.
That was a good joke. He said, no, sir, and we could hear that. Nikhil, is your mic working? No, sir. Guys, my camera isn't working, so know they can see me, but my
No.
camera isn't working. Yes, Nikhil, give me your sentence. Start with when I wake up in the morning. And all of you, don't behave like one of those kids who don't want to study, but the teacher is forcing them to study. So when the teacher asks a question, they keep quiet. You should be more than you should be more than excited, to speak first, maybe. And if it is difficult, then I should be told that what you're asking us to do is difficult. Okay, we are struggling. Silence doesn't say anything, okay, to me, except that you're not doing it. That's all. I won't know the reason. I won't understand anything. Praful, Sameer, Ruksar, Nikhil, all of you. कुछ मुश्किल है तो मुझसे बताया जाए कि सर ये मुश्किल है. क्या कहा मैंने? देखे तो, when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is open the blind. क्या दिक्कत है? कोई दिक्कत है तो बताएं. हाँ दिक्कत है, मैं हूं. और दिक्कत नहीं है तो रिपीट करने में क्या परेशानी हो सकती है? बताइए.
When I
wake up in the morning.
The first thing I do,
One by one. Let Ruxar speak first. Ladies first. So Ruxar first.
When I wake up in the morning,
When you wake up in the morning,
the first
I'm not getting to hear you, Ruxar.
yes, I am here, sir.
Go ahead, speak, finish your sentence.
When I wake up in the morning,
Hmm.
yeah, the first things I do
Is
is open the blinds
ये
and
तो
let the
इसका है, ये तो इसका सेंटेंस है। आप अपने बारे में ना बताओ।
okay, sir.
What is the first thing you do in the morning when you wake up? Praful.
when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is I check the telegram message.
आई चेक नहीं बोलना था ना?
Check the telegram.
Yeah. Repeat the sentence, Praful.
When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is open check the telegram message.
Check telegram messages. Okay. All right. Nikhil.
When I wake up in the morning, I drink I
Wow.
drink water and
Nikhil, are you using external microphone?
yes, a Bluetooth.
Remove that. No Bluetooth is as good as your mobile microphone, okay? Remove it completely. And when you watch the recording, you will hear your voice, how mumbled it was, as if somebody has put a hanky on your mouth and is forcing you to speak. You're trying to speak, then somebody is forcing you to keep quiet. Now speak.
Hello, sir.
Have you removed your microphone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, much better.
When I wake up in the morning, I drink a bottle of water and then I wait 5 minutes. I take 5 minutes and
Hello,
then I
sir.
go.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. क्या प्रैक्टिस किया जा रहा है?
When I wake up, what we do
जो
in the
लिखा है वो
morning?
पढ़ो. जो लिखा है पढ़ो.
hello, sir.
Yes, Arish.
Can I say?
Yes, Arish. I would love to hear you.
When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is check my mobile notifications, and that's true.
Very good. निखिल और रुखसार से मैं ये समझना
Yes.
चाहता हूँ कि
When
आप
I
लोग
wake up in the morning, the first thing I do open the Quran.
आराम से देखिए कहाँ पर गलती हुई है बोलने में. और निखिल, आप क्या कर रहे हैं? पहले पढ़िए क्या लिखा है निखिल.
Yes, sir. When I wake up in the morning, first thing I do to drink water. When I wake up in the morning, first thing I do to drink water
सामने आंख के कुछ लिखा है, निखिल उसको पढ़ो।
When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do to open the blind.
पढ़ो ध्यान से।
So,
फोकस बनाकर पढ़ो, जो लिखा वो पढ़ो, अपने मन से मत पढ़ो जो नहीं लिखा है। ऐसे ऐसी गलतियों के लिए क्या करना चाहिए कि वो पढ़ रहा है लेकिन वो नहीं पढ़ रहा जो लिखा है, कुछ और पढ़ रहा है। निखिल क्या लिखा है?
when I wake up in the morning,
खत्म हो गई बात?
no sir, the first thing I do is open the blinds
इतनी
and
देर से तुम्हें इस नहीं दिखाई दे रहा था वहां पे? और तुम सीख रहे हो इससे। इडियट। इस अटेंशन से तुम सीखोगे, इस फोकस से, इस कंसंट्रेशन के साथ तुम सीखोगे। वहां इज लिखा है, तुम्हें टू दिखाई दे रहा है। ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट हो गए हो निखिल क्या?
no sir.
Then how could you read is as two? Is two कैसे दिखने लगा? Can you explain the reason why you made that mistake? Why that happened? Can you explain why that mistake happened? Please explain. What do you think?
No sir, I read मतलब जल्दी जल्दी में।
तो ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट लोग ही जल्दी जल्दी करना चाहते हैं ना। किसी
No.
बच्चे को साइकिल चलाने के लिए दोगे, जिसको नहीं आता वो जल्दी जल्दी कैसे चलाएगा? जिसको लगता है हमको आगे चलाना, वो जल्दी जल्दी चलाता है। You were being overconfident. Why did you say no? Come on. Now your sentence.
Me sir.
Yeah, your sentence. What is the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning?
When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is drink water, and after 5 minutes, uh, I go to the toilet.
Very good. Very nice. Your routine is very much the same as mine. You know, I do exactly the same thing. Wake up in the morning. The first thing I do is drink water, warm water with honey and lemon, most probably. When we have lemon, otherwise just honey, because we always have honey. We have a regular supplier of honey. A man comes with a bucket of honey every 1 month, 45 days, and he sells us honey at a very cheap price, you know.
Sir,
Usually
when
you
did
buy.
he come last?
Nikhil, I'm sorry, I forgot that you wanted some, right? Don't worry, I'll buy some for you, okay?
Does he sell you pure honey, sir?
Come again, Arish?
Does he sell you pure honey?
That's pure honey. As far as I think, it is pure honey, you know, because I do the test, and in my opinion, the test
I
is
mean,
pretty much good.
oh,
Yeah, I put the honey, first of all, I have put the honey on a bowl, in a bowl, and then pour water, okay, slowly around the honey, okay? And then I move it slowly and slowly like this. And then the honey starts spreading at the bottom of the bowl. And then you will start to see the honeycomb image. The honeycomb, you know, the same pattern will appear at the bottom of the, you know, bowl. And somebody said that it is because of the genetic memory of the bees and honey, you know, that it forms that structure. And if you have mixed something to it, then you will not get that structure. My daughter says that it is not true. It is just a, one of those wrong ideas. It's just not true. She says that it is about how you mix it. If you shake your bowl this way, right, left, right, up, down, then you will not get the honeycomb image, she says. It's about how you shake it. I don't agree with her, because I tried shaking this way as well, and I still got the honeycomb image. Okay, the pattern, I mean to say. So I believe that it is good quality honey, and most importantly, the taste. My wife is from a village, so when she eats that honey, she says, yes, it is honey, pure honey. And we get it really cheap. In the market, you will not buy anything for less than 300 rupees a kilo. It will not be cheaper than that. 300 rupees a kilo minimum, I think. More than 300 rupees a kilo. Let's just check. Why wait? Guys, if you guys interact like this in the class every day, the class will be more fun, you see. But you guys study here with the absolute silence. I don't know, honey price per kilo. Okay, Dabur honey, 228 rupees. Patanjali, 348 rupees. And there is another which is 400 rupees a kilo as well. No, 28 rupees is for half a kilo. Half a kilo. So it is higher than 400 rupees more, Dabur honey is 400 rupees a kilo, 451 rupees a kilo. No, 347, because it is 1.3 kilo per bottle. Okay. We get it at half the price. Next time I will remember buying it for you, Nikhil. Okay. I'll remember to buy, not buying. I'll remember to buy. I'll remember to buy for you. Okay, so yeah, when I Rukhsar, आप समझ गई? आप बोल सकती हैं now. It's your turn. And Sameer. ये बहुत आसान वाला सेंटेंस, सारे वर्ड्स कॉमन है, बस पैटर्न खाली गौर करो. Right? Rukhsar and Sameer.
Yes, sir.
Start.
When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is open the eyes and the open yes, and the first thing I do is open the I read namaz.
When Rukhsar wakes up in the morning, the first thing she does, she does is offer namaz. The first thing she does is offer namaz.
is pray.
She does is pray. Exactly, Arish. Sameer, your turn.
When I woke up in the morning, the first thing I do is drink the water.
The first thing you do is
Drink the water.
what
Drink
did he
the
say?
water.
Drink water. Why did you say the water? Because here you see the blinds. अब समझ लेते फर्क. ये उसके खिड़की के ब्लाइंड्स हैं, इसलिए इसने द ब्लाइंड्स कहा. कोई भी ब्लाइंड्स नहीं, लेकिन तुम पानी पीते हो, बस पानी पीते हो. यू ड्रिंक वाटर. कोई खास पानी पीते हो भाई?
No, sir, normal.
सो यू ड्रिंक वाटर. अगर आपने रखा हुआ पता है कि आई पुट, अभी सुनना, द वाटर भी हो जाएगा, बता देता हूँ सिचुएशन. आई पुट some water in a copper jug at night, and when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is drink that water. Drink the water. The water means that water. Okay. Every night, my wife puts some water in a copper jug. We have a copper jug. She fills it with water every night. And when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is drink the water from the jug with honey. She heats it up, my wife, she warms it up and adds honey to it, and I drink that water. Okay. This guy, what does he do? The first thing he does is open the blind.
Open the blinds and let the sun come in.
Let the sun come in. Here the sun means
Sunrise.
sun. The sun means Samir. Samir, the sun means Samir. The sun matlab
sunlight
sunlight.
coming.
Well done, Samir. मुझे ऐसी उम्मीद है तुम लोगों से, ठीक है? ऐसे ही उम्मीद है, ऐसे ही बच्चे सीखते हैं ना भाई। अब यहाँ जो द सन मतलब जो सूरज बोल देगा तो फिर तो बेवकूफ है, उसके बारे में कुछ बात नहीं करना चाहिए कि उसने पढ़ा लेट द सन कम इन, सूरज को अंदर आने देगा घर में। सूरज की रोशनी की बात हो रही है ना, सनलाइट। लेट द सन कम इन, सो द सन कैन बी यूज्ड टू मीन द सनलाइट। या आई एम सिटिंग इन द सन, आई एम सिटिंग इन द सन, it means I'm sitting in the sunlight. Yeah. I let the sun come in. Let the sun come in. Let's learn this. Let, use of let. Okay. Let the sun come in. How do we use let? When we let the sun come in, we open the blinds, the window, then the sun comes in. So we are letting the sun come in. Otherwise, the sun will not come in, right? So when you're suppose, your mummy or auntie is having a bath. There is this story, in the Hindu mythology, that Parvati Ma was having a bath or something. And she told Ganesh ji, Ganesh beta, don't let anybody come in. Don't let anybody come in. Then Shivji comes and he wants to go inside. But Ganesh Bhagwan stops him. He says, no, you can't go in. So Ganeshji does what? He doesn't let Shivji go in. He doesn't let Shivji go in. He says, no, you can't go in. My mother told me not to let anybody in. Okay, you can't go in. So Ganeshji doesn't let him in. Okay.
So
Yes.
We sit and enjoy the sun on winter.
In winter season, yes. We sit in the sun and enjoy it in
Winter season.
So suppose you are an MLA, MP, all right, and there is somebody outside, he's shouting a lot, then he wants to meet you, but your bodyguards and other people are not allowing him. Then you say, hey, let him come in. Let him come in. In Hindi, you are saying, aane do usko andar. Let him come in. Okay. So you're saying अंदर आने दो. यहाँ दो मतलब कोई चीज नहीं देना, काम करने देना. मुझे पढ़ाई करने दो यार, मुझे परेशान मत करो, मुझे पढ़ाई करने दो मतलब
Let me study, yaar.
Let me study, don't disturb me.
Yeah.
हम तुमको पढ़ने नहीं देंगे.
I will not let you study.
You study. I will not let you study. Okay.
I will interrupt you.
So I wake up, open the blinds and let the sun come in. Let. उसने मुझे जाने दिया. He let me go. Because past tense of let is let. और यहाँ let me went नहीं कर देना दोस्तों, कि पास्ट की बात हो रही, उसने मुझे जाने दिया, पास्ट में जाने दिया तो went बोल देते हैं. हमारा वर्ब चेंज होता है सब्जेक्ट के बाद वाला, राइट? जैसे मैं खाना चाहता हूं, आई वॉन्ट टू ईट. मैं जाना चाहता हूं, आई वॉन्ट टू गो. मैं जाना चाहता था,
I wanted to go.
I wanted to go. To go वैसे ही रहना. Want change हुआ ना.
सर
Similarly,
मुझे जाना पड़ा. I had to go.
हाँ, exactly. So उसने मुझे जाने दिया. He let me go. Past tense of let is let. मैं तुम्हें बोलने दे रहा हूं क्योंकि मैं तुम्हारी तरह नहीं हूं. I am
Let you speak because I'm not like you.
दे रहा हूं.
Yes,
I
letting
letting you.
you speak
I'm letting you speak because
because
I'm not.
I don't like you.
हाँ, तुमने तो मुझे बोलने नहीं दिया था. You didn't.
Let me speak.
Let एकदम वर्ब के बाकी वर्ब की तरफ खाली यही है. Let V2 V3. Okay. You didn't let me speak, but I am letting you speak because I'm not like you. Okay. Sir, please let me speak, sir. Please let me speak. All right. Now, it doesn't get any better. It doesn't get any better. Mike is saying, the first thing I do is open the blinds and let the sun come in. It doesn't get any better. He feels very happy about what he does in the morning. He says it doesn't get any better. It means he's very happy with what he has. When you are very happy with what you have, you say it doesn't get any better. Anything, any experience, when you say it doesn't get any better, as you're saying, इससे बेहतर कुछ हो
हो ही
नहीं
नहीं
सकता.
सकता.
It doesn't get any better. It doesn't get any better. In Hindi, what do you say?
इससे अच्छा हो ही नहीं सकता कुछ.
It doesn't get any better. Believe it or not, Mike is scared of heights. He's living in a skyscraper and he is scared of heights. So you use the expression believe it or not when you are saying something ordinary or when you are saying something strange. When do you say believe it or not? Common sense? When do you say believe it or not? When you are saying something regular, something ordinary, something easy to believe, or something which is strange, something that doesn't make sense, something that is not very easy to believe. When do you say believe it or not? When you are saying something strange, something that is not easy to believe, then you say believe it or not. In Hindi we say मानो या ना मानो, लेकिन सच तो ये है Mike is scared of heights. And why is this strange? There are lots of people who are scared of heights, but those people do not go to live in a 260-meter skyscraper, right? This guy, despite being scared of heights, he chose to live in a skyscraper, 262-meter skyscraper, on the 64th floor, despite being scared of heights. I think that sounds like me. That sounds like me. I do a lot of things that, make me feel uncomfortable, scared, but I still do them because I think, when you step out of your comfort zone, then it's good for your growth. You learn, you change, you grow, you get better. And when you keep doing what you feel you're comfortable doing, you don't grow much. So this guy is scared of heights, but he's okay with them through windows. Here, them refers to what? He's okay with them. Them refers to what?
With living in the heights.
Them refers to what? What did you say, Arish?
He is okay with the height and
Yes. Them refers to heights. As you see, them is a plural pronoun, right? Them is
the
plural.
heights.
Heights is a plural noun. So plural pronouns replace plural nouns. Children cannot be replaced by it or he or she or I. Children can be replaced by the word they. In the object case, them. I like children. I like them. Right? So similarly, heights is a plural noun. Heights, there is S. Mike is scared of heights, but he's okay with them through windows. Okay. So he's scared of heights, but he doesn't mind looking out of the windows. Okay. He doesn't mind heights through windows. Okay. How many of you are scared of heights? Anybody knows that fear? The fear of heights. If you do not know it, then you won't understand it. Because I'm afraid of heights, so I know how it feels. How high this building is, not very high, my house, okay? If I stand on this window and I look outside, holding nothing, okay? If I'm holding nothing and I stand on this window, this is maximum 20 feet from the ground, right? I don't think it is even 20 feet, no. It is 15 feet, 15 feet only, 14, 15 feet. If I stand here, okay, with my holding nothing like this, okay, I might lose my balance, even though it is 10 inches wide, okay? I have plenty of space to place my feet properly. I will lose my balance. Fear of height is a strange thing. It makes your mind, confused completely. I remember when this building was under construction, this floor, okay, this wall particularly, I remember. This is only 5 inches thick, this wall, okay, inner wall. And it was only 7 or 8 feet high, 7 feet, okay? And then I just somehow I decided, because other people were walking over the wall, so I decided to do the same. I reached the midway, and then suddenly I looked down and I started trembling. My knees started, shaking so much. I quickly sat down there and I said, please get me off. I'm gonna fall. And I was just at a height of 7, 8 feet. So I have a bad fear of heights, okay? Really bad. When the roof was, built, we didn't have the boundary walls. I could not go and, look down like this. I was always 5 feet away from the edge of the roof, from the sides of the roof, 5 feet away. My wife would go and do this. I said, well, come on, look, don't do it, because I know how I feel when I do it. If I am looking down like this without a boundary wall, then I feel like a magnet is pulling me. 90% chances are I will fall. If I just look down like this, something will happen and I will fall. So fear of heights is a really, really bad thing, and I have that, so I know. But I think I like to challenge it as well. See, in these situations, I don't take chances because I have a real risk there, But I went on to that glass bridge in Rajgir. I knew I was gonna be scared at first, okay, because I'm scared of heights. But I knew that I was safe. Nothing is gonna happen to me. So I want to make sure that I'm safe, and then I want to challenge my fear. So if somebody puts a harness around me, on me, and then I would go to the edge because I will know I'm safe. I won't fall. So I would like to push myself. I always like to push my boundaries, and push myself a little. Believe it or not, Mike is scared of heights, but he's okay with them through windows. Through windows. He doesn't mind looking out of the windows. That's what it means, right? He's okay with heights through windows, means he doesn't mind looking out of the windows. When he sees a team of window cleaners outside, when he sees a team of window cleaners, when he sees a team of window cleaners outside, निखिल बता देना चाहता हूं कि अगर उस फोकस कंसंट्रेशन से पढ़ोगे जैसे पढ़ रहे थे, बहुत कम सीखोगे। तो कंसंट्रेशन बढ़ाओ ताकि सही सीख सको, जो पढ़ाया जा रहा है, जो सिखाया जा रहा है, वो सीख सको। और हर एक सेंटेंस का अपना एक शब्द जो है, उसका एक ऑर्डर है, खास तरह से वर्ड्स रखे जा रहे हैं। महसूस करो इंग्लिश में, जहां मुश्किल हो पूछो, हेजिटेट ना करो। Mike is scared of heights, but he's okay with them through windows. When he sees a team of window cleaners outside, he always thinks, I would not want that job. Okay, now compare this line, I would not want that job, and I don't want that job. So you went to an interview, they selected you. They sent you a letter that you have been hired, but you are not going to join. Your family members ask you, what's wrong? I don't want that job. Your answer will be, I don't want that job. You are in a real situation where you are getting a job and you are rejecting it. You're refusing it. No, I don't want that job. But is he getting a job offer there to be a window cleaner? Is he getting a job offer to be a window cleaner? He's sitting inside his, okay? He's just imagining that. And he's saying, I would not want that job. So compare another sentence. There is a movie you're watching where there are some boys drinking wine with their father. Drinking wine with their father, okay? You're saying, my father would never do that. My father would never do that. Now, you're imagining that if your father was there in that situation, he would never drink wine with you, right? My father would never do that. I would never do that. So you imagine and you say, right? Would is used for an imaginary situation. I would not want that job. Is somebody offering him the job of a window cleaner? Is somebody offering him? No. Then why is he saying that? He is imagining it. I would not want that job. हमको नहीं करना इस job. मतलब कोई दे रहा है क्या? हम कभी ना करें ये जॉब. इसका ऐसे हिंदी होगा, हम कभी ना करें. हम कभी ना करें ये जॉब. बोलते हैं ना हम लोग ऐसे कई बार. Okay. So when you imagine a situation and you say something about that situation, you use would. Okay? Suppose there is a boy in the mall and he's behaving very rudely and his parents are trying to calm him down. Okay? And you are saying, हम ना 2 थप्पड़ लगा देते. आपका बच्चा नहीं है, आपका बच्चा ऐसा नहीं कर रहा. आप इमेजिन कर रहे हो कि अगर ऐसा होता आपके सिचुएशन में तो आप 2 थप्पड़ लगा देते. आप क्या बोलते हैं? I would give him 2 tight slaps. I would give him 2 tight slaps. अभी आप क्या कर रहे हो? आप वहां तो आप इमेजिन कर रहे हो सेम सिचुएशन अपने बारे में. So I would give him 2 tight slaps. Somebody has a very beautiful wife. Okay, you can see in the same mall that a man and his wife are there, and the wife is very beautiful, very nice, very attractive, and she is saying, dear husband, my lipstick, and he's saying, no lipstick, no lipstick, and he's, please, dear husband, just one, the pink color, no lipstick. Okay, and then you are imagining, मेरी wife होती है, हम तो उसको पूरा पैकेट खरीदवा देते, एक लिपस्टिक की बात कर रहे हैं. I would buy her. आप इमेजिन कर रहे हो ना? आप क्या बोलेंगे? I would buy her the whole packet of lipstick. Okay, the box of lipstick. Okay, the whole box of lipsticks. So when you imagine a situation, then you use would here. अब वो दिख रहा है तुम्हें, बोलो कि दिख रहा है कि नहीं? उसने क्या कहा? I would not want that job. तो मैंने जो explanation दिया वो situation में एकदम fit हो रहा है ना, समझ में आ रहा है ना कि हाँ वही है, या तुम्हें लग रहा है कि अरे ये तो अलग ही है, ऐसे फीलिंग नहीं आ रही ना? तो खुद भी समझ सकते थे ये चीज. अच्छा, उसको जॉब ऑफर हुआ नहीं है, कोई उसको नहीं कह रहा बिकम अ विंडो क्लीनर. He already has a much better job, right? Why would he do a job of a window cleaner? He's just imagining. And why is he imagining that? Because of his fear of heights. आप लोग थोड़े सिंसियर होकर के पढ़ाई करें, अपना होमवर्क करिए, वॉच द रिकॉर्डिंग, और टेक्स्ट, कोई भी टेक्स्ट रीड करिए, लिसन करिए, टेक्स्ट वहां से सीखने को सबसे ज्यादा मिलता है। हालांकि अगर आप फोकस के साथ नहीं पढ़ोगे तो फिर वो सामने से चीजें आएंगी लेकिन आपके तक नहीं पहुंचेंगी। सो हैव योर कंसंट्रेशन देयर। आई विल सी यू गाइस टुमारो। ओके, बाय बाय एवरीबॉडी, टेक केयर, गुड डे।
Bye.
Bye bye, sir.